Welcome back to the Sorry I'm Not Home podcast. It's episode 8, dudes. I missed fucking 2 weeks, I think, or a week. Because I'm proactive like that, you know? And, my bad. To be completely honest, that's 100% my bad. Hopefully you can't hear this loud-ass noise in the background. It's my heater. And it's because it's fucking freezing in my office, man. Like, the rest of the house, pretty well insulated. But, like, my office specifically, it is so fucking cold. And I wasn't, I'm a grown-up, man. I should be able to be warm while I make a podcast, right? Yo, alright, so, let's see. What's been happening in the news? Man. Alright, to start with, okay, I want to talk about the fucking Nick Cannon and Eminem beef. And yeah, like honestly, that shit is ridiculous because it doesn't make any goddamn sense to me besides that it's a promotion for like Nick Cannon, like for his show Wild 'N Out. And oh, that's fucking awful. I'm drinking an IPA because I have no other beer in the fridge and your boy's a bitch. So I don't like IPAs. Anyway, so yeah, Nick Cannon and Eminem, like, it's hard to, like, pick a side, you know? Because, like, on one end, I love Nick Cannon just because of, like, all the content that he's ever, like, put out and all, like, Wild 'N Out's been, like, a show for fucking forever, man, like, over 10 years. And I love that show. As corny as it is, I fucking love that show. And then, like, on top of it, when he was when he was the host on America's Got Talent, amazing. He was the best, like, host. And then, well, fuck. I think that's about all that he's done that I really know. On a side note, though, he's a fucking awful rapper, man. Like, of course, I don't know. I guess, yeah, okay, he also did movies. Sorry. He did Drumline and some other bullshit, I think. Just awful movies, too. But, iconic. Anyway, like, as a rapper, he's fucking trash, man. And it just blows my mind that he even has, like, a record label or that he has a whole show based around rapping because it's like, the dude cannot rap. And, like, the only reason he gained any fucking traction is, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, he's Snoop Dogg's kid. Or, no, not Snoop Dogg's kid. Snoop Dogg's nephew. Like, he just had, like, family in the right place, that could, like, make it happen for him, Anyway, this beef, as far as I understand, because, haven't been involved with, like, I don't know, the 10 years of beef that exists. Whew, that was sexy. Like, okay, we go back 10 years, and Nick Cannon's baby mama is fucking Mariah Carey, right? The weirdest combination ever. Whew, those IPAs do not taste good on the way back up. Really tastes like I just mowed the lawn and inhaled it. So, okay, what the fuck was I saying, man? I have no traction on this. Basically, my point is, okay, yep. This is why you guys listen. So, Mariah Carey and Eminem supposedly had a thing. According to Eminem, they were fucking. And according to Mariah Carey, that never happened. And I don't know, man. That really, like, fucks me up, like, more than it should, because it's like, if it did happen, like, what's the big deal? Like, it's Eminem. Kind of the top of the fucking world. Dude has more record sales and more fucking followers. Like, who gives a shit, man? You in that famous fuck circle, Probably shouldn't be talking like this. But yeah, so, either way, so Mariah Carey's saying that, like, that it never happened, and of course Eminem says it did 10 years ago. They both made diss tracks against each other, like Mariah Carey sang a diss about Eminem, and then Eminem fucking had a ruthless, and I mean honestly, like, fucking ruthless, like, fuck, what, a song, yep, that'll work. Anyway, somehow it came back up, like, I think it was on Fat Joe's fucking podcast, but it, like, came back up, and so Eminem was talking shit about it, and of course that sparked some beef because Mariah Carey's fuck, I am having a hard time remembering names, dude. Nick Cannon's baby mama, right? So, of course, even though she divorced Nick Cannon and took, well, she probably didn't take that much from him because she had all the money. But, divorced Nick Cannon and for some fucking reason, he's like standing up for her. I guess because it is his baby mama. Still, like, my views on the whole situation is that, like, just let it fly, man. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I get it, he's talking shit, but it's like it comes from a place where if he's telling the truth, like, Mariah Carey, just fucking admit it, man. It's not the end of the world, Oh, that's gonna be nice and loud, moving the mic. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, and so picking sides is like Eminem's a god, of course, in rap. Like, yeah, I'm also a white boy saying that. But like, I don't give a shit. Like, if you hate him, man, like, you gotta admit the dude can flow and he's a lyricist. Like, yeah, he had one really shitty album, but like for the most part, dude kills it, like all the way across the board. And so, I don't know, like, hearing Nick Cannon's fucking 2 diss tracks that were awful, man. Like, oh, absolutely awful. Like, even worse that he, like, basically just had, like, his whole crew from Wild 'N Out diss Eminem for him, like a little bitch. Like, it just sounds like they're promoting the show, because there's a part in there where they say, like, this is your invitation to Wild 'N Out. It's like, why would he do it? Like, of course I want to see it because I think that'd be a fun episode, but it's like, why the fuck would somebody with like a net worth of over $200 million come do your stupid ass little show if he's doing just fine without it, This is my ASMR drinking beer episode. But, like, I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't fucking do it. And, like, but what hurts, what sucks the most is, like, at this point, like, he hasn't released any, like, diss track. Like, he tweeted about it, and it was, I mean, it's kind of a power move. Don't get me wrong, you hold out, and Nick Cannon just looks like a fucking idiot, like, come on, let's fight. And Eminem's like, all right, no, don't waste my fucking time, dude, So it is a power move, but God, I want to hear it so bad, dude. I just want to hear him go in, like, just roast him for being, like, a rapper, but also, like, kid-friendly as fuck, like, on America's Got Talent, and then I think he's the host of, like, the Masked Singer. I've never even seen it, but, like, it sounds like a family-friendly show, and I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what really the goal is besides, like, promoting his show, because, like, okay, say Eminem goes on Wild 'N Out. That's gonna be guaranteed the most viewed episode of Wild 'N Out. Like, he's had some pretty major guests, but, like, this is, like, I don't know, that's, like, bringing A-list people, like, people that just fade away into the distance because they're that famous. Like, they don't have to be relevant, and they hold, like, their reputation, And so, seeing this, it's like, man, like, the only person that's gonna profit from this is, like, Nick, like, I mean, if I was Eminem, that's funny to say, but if I was Eminem, I would definitely, like, I'd be like, fuck it, man, like, let's do your show, and you're gonna pay my fee, like, you're gonna pay me $50 million, like, I don't know, some outrageous amount of money, because, like, you can, because, like, they can promote the shit out of that episode, have, like, the advertisements alone are gonna pay 10 times more for that highly, like, anticipated episode, Oh, this is just a gross episode. On, like, less happy news, man, like, let's get dark. It's been a while, right? Let's talk through some shit. So, have you guys seen this UPS shit? Like, I know it's kind of old news now, but, like, it's a week. Like, fuck, that's shitty to say. Like, after a week, it's just old news. But, okay, so I'll break it down. If for some reason you've been living under a rock and didn't see this shit, there was a dude, UPS driving, like, I guess, as I've heard multiple, like, stories that it was either his first day driving, like he'd worked for the company for over 5 years, and then it was like his first like day being able to be a driver because like he had to switch shifts with somebody. So that's like one key thing there. Like it wasn't his route. Like it was another dude's route. And that's heavy, man, because that means that like somebody else, like, I don't know, could have died instead of this dude. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself if you don't know what's going on. So, Spark Notes. Basically, these dudes robbed a jewelry store, something like that, and then they took the UPS driver and his truck hostage. You know, like they hijacked the truck and they took off on a high-speed chase. And, shit was heavy, man, because, like, the police got involved, of course, and then by the end of it, like, 4 people were dead. I think it was the two dudes, you know, like the, what the fuck? You know, okay, so, like, the hijackers. That's what I'm trying to say. Welcome to my horrible memory and just thought process. So, okay, so 4 people died, right? So it was the UPS driver, the 2 hijackers, and then a random civilian, right? And nothing to do with the whole situation. What happened was, like, the cops, like, they didn't even shut down the interstate. Like, they got into a fucking, like, Western shootout on the fucking interstate. And, like, in the process, either they killed the UPS driver or the hijackers did, like, the bad guys. Either way, they're dead too, and then somebody who was driving by got shot and died, man. Like, so there's so many fucking things wrong with that situation. And, like, I feel like I just gotta vent about it because, like, it's hard to handle. Like, okay, it gets worse too. Like, that's not even, okay, so, we'll talk about that. We'll come back to the cop thing in a sec. So, afterwards, UPS driver's dead, right? UPS releases a statement, and let me see if I can find it real quick. One sec. Give me a sec. I know I'm the only person on this podcast, and nothing's better than me just leaving dead sound. So I'm going to just keep talking while I try to focus on... Nope, I can't do it. UPS statement. Images, because I don't want to read... Nope. On shooting. God damn it. Nope, that isn't it. Alright. I don't know where the fuck it went. Let's see. What if we go forward and we try the news articles? Is this not the worst podcast ever? Please let me know down below. Oh, god damn it. Let's see. We're still scrolling. Alright, fuck it. I can't find it. Basically, UPS came out with a statement saying, like... we feel horrible about the loss of our employee, the guy's name, and then also in the same exact statement, like in the same sentence, thank the police for doing their job and bringing the suspects to justice. Honestly, that is even phrased better than they did, because basically how their statement came off is that they were like thanking the cops for essentially killing their employee, man. Like, and I get it. Like, it's hard times and it's hard to phrase shit, but like, you're a $1 billion company and like, you don't have like a PR rep that was like, hey, you know what? Why don't we phrase it like, you know? But yeah, so like that to begin with is rowdy. And then from there, okay, so UPS started a GoFundMe for the guy's family to like pay for the funeral, right? And I'm sorry, but that's not okay. You know, like I get that it might seem like it's coming from like a genuine place, but at the same time, it's like me hearing that as a person, I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like the $1 billion company isn't even gonna pay for the fucking funeral of the guy that died? Like, it's kind of their responsibility, you know? Like, it's not like he just died at home and then we're like, oh, he was a UPS employee. It's like, dude got fucked up at work and died on, like, doing a job for you. Like, if he wasn't working for you, he wouldn't have been there. You know, it's similar to, like, okay, so like workers' comp, so you fall at work, you get hurt, and you tell the boss, you're like, I got hurt, and you gotta go to the hospital. Technically speaking, like your employer or the company that you work for, the like company that you work for is supposed to pay those medical bills and then like also like give you paid time off for being like hurt, because you got hurt on the job doing what they're telling you to do essentially. So like I don't know, seeing that shit I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like that, like they don't even care enough. Like okay, so like a funeral, like a decent funeral is probably around 30 grand, right? Fuck it, spend about 40, get a little extra flowers and just take care of the family. Like one, it's the Christmas season. That's really, really hard. Now two, what is 40 grand when you're $1 billion company? You know how much volume that speaks to say like, hey, we do respect our employees and we do like value you. We understand that without you, we are nothing. A company without like good employees is literally fucking nothing. Okay. I don't know, man. Like that shit is so heavy because it's like it truly like just pushes home that like your employer and like the company that you work for really doesn't give a shit about you at all, man. Like it just blows my mind because it's like, how the fuck can you like I don't know, like probably shouldn't say this on the podcast, but like the company that I work for now put out a survey for the employees to take, and like it was a bunch of bullshit questions, and at the end it left a comment section like so that you could comment like things that you would suggest to like corporate. And dude, I went in, like I roasted the shit out of them because it's like I pointed out things like, I feel like this relates to the UPS shit, but like I pointed out things like, you might be at a corporate level, but like it doesn't mean that you're worth any more to the company than the people on the ground, because the people on the ground are the ones that are actually making you money, and the people who work in corporate just kind of manage those people. And yeah, like they deal with more shit and they're probably more stressed out, but like, and they get paid better. But I'm just saying that in the sense of value, every fucking person who works for a company means something to that company, or at least should mean something. Like I said, this is my AMSR episode. But like I don't know, man, like just thinking about shit like that, it just like it pushes me more than anything to try to make this shit, like making content that I love, into some kind of career, and like not saying that I want to be a YouTuber. Like I'm saying, I'm saying like I want to be able to build like my own brand, like my own company essentially, and like revolving around shit that I actually like to do, because it's shit like this that just really sends it home that if you work for somebody else, you're getting paid pennies while they make millions, and they don't give a shit about you because you're replaceable. Whereas if you're the company and like you respect your employees, then hell yeah, they're going to stay there for life because they love their work and they don't mind, giving an extra bit of time or bit of effort. Like if I truly love my job, like after that clock strikes 5, I'd be like, oh, what else can I help you with? Like, is there anything else we need to get done today? Because when you value the company and the company values you, you're more willing to help and work and like further it. But yet with shit like this, it's like, all right, that clock strikes 5, fuck everybody, I'm out, I'm gone. And it's just like, I don't know, man, like it just pushes you to like, damn, this is going to turn into the inspirational podcast, not the sorry I'm not home. But like, if I could tell you anything, like if you are listening to this and like you're one of the few, like I really do truly like respect you and like thank you for the support, because like it truly means a lot. And like if you do listen to it and like you do something, DM me, man. Like I will support you 100%, like in anything that you do, because I honestly believe that life's too short and there's too many shitty people out there for you to not do like what you want to do. And it's shit like that that like makes you think that, hey, like your dreams are worth it, man. Like life's too short. try it. Because the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work out and you got to figure out a different path. And it's not that hard, man. Like, people get comfortable. They start living in, like, a rhythm, you know, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, I have a job. Okay, that job pays my bills. Okay, I have a house. And, like, I'm good. Like, I'm just going to keep working this until I die. And it's like, no, man, like, we should really, I don't know, want more from ourselves, you know, and it's shit like this that just fucks me up. And it's kind of coming back to, like, where I said we're going to talk about the cops. Like, the cops, yeah, cool. They do a job, and, like, I don't know. I have different opinions on cops. Like, I think they're good and bad. I think that some of them are good. I think some of them are bad. I think that it's hard, too, because they're people, you know, the same way that you're feeling listening to this. Like, that's another person, you know, like, that person actually has emotions. They have feelings. Like, there's a point to fucking everything that they do, and, like, there's decisions that go into, like, I don't know, every choice that they make. So it's like the cops in that situation with the UPS, like, truck, they didn't shut down the interstate. Instead, they chased a fucking UPS truck that isn't very fast. Like, I'm pretty sure they max out at like 60, 65 miles an hour. If we're really pushing it, I'm going to say 80, right? It's not going to get very far. You know, like, you got a helicopter on the truck, follow it, chase them, shut down the fucking interstate, because, like, your job is to serve and protect. Like, I don't know. It's a harder job. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot more that goes into it. But, like, it's not just one person, you know? Like, it wasn't one person that shot at the UPS truck. It's a whole fucking, like, platoon that showed up. And they're all open firing. And if you watch the video, it fucking pisses me off, because they stand behind, like, cars that are moving and use them as, like, human shields. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, why does your life mean more than that person in that car? Like, this is your job. You signed up for this kind of bullshit. So, like, it's hard, because somebody's got to do that job, you know? And it's like, it's almost insanity, because it's like, either it's a power trip because, like, you want to, like, tell people what to do and keep them in line, or, like, you want to protect the world. And, like, man, you're a fucking psychopath if you think that you personally can protect the world. Like, I don't know, you know? And so it's like relating them to the two, you know? It's like, okay, chase your dreams, like, 100%. Like, I support that. But, like, make conscious decisions as you go, you know? Like, life is way too short for you to not try, like, what you love. And so, I don't know, man. We're coming up on the end of this. And we got so dark. Man, so fucking dark. But I guess to end on, like, a happier note, I made another video. I'm thinking I'm back. I'm thinking that I'm going to make more videos on a constant basis. Like, yeah, I know that this podcast is up on YouTube, but, like, I mean real videos. Because, like, I'm trying to take, like, a little more time and think about videos and, like, put down good ideas and really take the time to edit them properly. And I did rush this last video just because, like, I was in the zone, man. Like, and, like, I was feeling it. Like, I recorded it, I edited it, and I posted it in the same fucking day. Like, I wouldn't suggest that, but I did it, you know? So, I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's called This Person Doesn't Exist, in parentheses, roast giving. It's a pretty cool video. I liked it. I thought it was fun. And if you like what I do and, like, you support me, man, I'll support you 100%. And if you could help me out by liking this shit or just throwing a comment in the comment section, like, it doesn't have to mean much, you know, just a simple, like, middle finger. But, man, I appreciate you guys, and sorry for getting so deep on this one. We'll try to be more fun next time, and, like, I'm back. I'm trying, and, like, life gets in the way, but I'm still pursuing. So, till next time, guys, I'll see you later. Actually, scratch that. Forgot to say, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok at Jake's Pimpin'. I really appreciate you guys. And I keep fucking saying that. Goodbye.